So hey guys, today we're just going to be building a pile deck. So it doesn't necessarily have to make sense, but this is just the general idea, I guess. The first things first is we're going to just put in some of the snake eye cards. So we're gonna be grabbing original Sinful Spoils, Divine Temple, and then we'll be grabbing 2 Flamberge, 3 Ash. I believe it's goes 1 of. And Birch we don't need. Poplar 2. We can run 1 Birch though. It's just whatever. Yeah. But we'll throw in 1 for fun. Doesn't super matter. And then let's see, do we want any of these? We can grab 1 Starling Stare of the Snake Eyes if we want, but I would probably cut Snake Eye Birch for this if we were to run it. And Diabellstar. We'll take Wanted Secret of Sinful Spoils, as well as Diabellstar of the Black Witch, and that should be good enough. Next, we're going to start throwing in Mathmech cards, because why not? And the downside to running the Mathmech stuff would be that we can't do the full Diabellstar line. The reason being, we need the extra monster zone, of course, and it will usually end with Ambluale there, but if we do the Mathmech stuff, we cannot have anything in the extra monster zone because of Sigma. So that's not super great. But let's check something real fast. So Sigma, Diameter, and then Circular. And then, of course, we want a copy of Superfactorial, 1 of Laplation, 1 of Alimversion. And then I think we might want a Lingribo. Linkribo. Promethean Princess. And Blue Whale. Potentially Z Atlantis. So we'll just throw it in. Z Atlantis. And then let's keep it simple, I guess. IP. Apollosa. And maybe a Sunlight Wolf or something? I mean, just that would be fine, right? Unicorn, I guess, as well. This looks about right. Unicorn, and Blue Whale, Apollosa, maybe Z Atlantis, good enough with for this stuff on Signet Mining as well. And Sigma, I don't really think we would need Sigma like another Mathmech after this point. I believe all the Mathmechs might like Cyber Slock you, so worth checking. Let's see. Addition. Extra deck, Cyber Slock. Subtraction. Same deal. Okay. So we don't need them. If possible, we would have wanted to run like 2 or 3 diameter, I guess, with this, and that would have been solid. But I mean, just like this is good enough, I guess. So the idea here is that Sigma is going to Cyber Lock us. So I guess the thing we can do is let's start by looking at no, that's not what it was called. What was it? Link Decoder. then check code talkers real fast, see if this is a possibility or not. Code talker monster. Nope. I don't think any of these guys do anything useful. Except for Heat Soul, exactly. So we could maybe run Heat Soul for the draw, I guess. So the combo line would be probably to flood the main with a lot of these guys, but I don't think we have the extra deck space to run all the stuff I want with Heat Soul, so I guess let's not. Because I was thinking like of doing some stuff with maybe Splash Mage, Heat Soul, Link Decoder, and then trying to go into Terahertz, but that takes up like all of our remaining extra deck space. So that's a no from me, dog. And let me think for a second. If we open the Diabellstar stuff, is there any way we can do the MathMech stuff without interfering, or will we have to grab something aside from MathMech? Because MathMech does lock you, but if we do it at the end, that's technically fine. So, I guess we just can't do the MathMech stuff. Well, yeah. If we do the MathMech stuff, I don't see how we do the Diabellstar stuff without getting like a complete headache. So, I guess that's whatever then. Don't really need it that badly. So, we'll swap to something else then. Here's something that's counterintuitive, but should work still. Ishtira. I don't see why not, right? So if we grab like this, and Theo at Theo 3, Rysart 3 as well. This should work, I suppose. And then I think we do want one copy of Big Bang because we're limited to one Fenrir. Then if we open it in the hand, it's nice to have like a Scareclaw Cache because this actually does help. Like, assuming there's something really annoying on the field, we can special summon Scareclaw Cache and then crash like Unicorn or something like that into whatever the annoying monster is, and that's a non-targeting negate. A bit roundabout way to do that, but it's fine. So, yes, just to be safe, running an extra one doesn't hurt that much. We don't need prep actually because we're not running macro or anything. Prep is a lot better with like macro or Fissure, which don't really work well with this deck in particular, I guess. I mean, technically you could run it, but yeah, bit awkward. So we're going to keep reworking the ratios as time goes on. And okay, so the issue with Kishtira, like not a big issue, but kind of an issue, is that we won't need our normal summon still. So let's grab something worth normal summoning. Uh, I spelled it wrong, right? Yeah. Okay. Aleister. So we'll grab 3 of Meltdown, 3 of Alistair, 2 of Invocation, and then we can rework the ratios if we want, right? But not super important. Mostly going to just lower us to 2 copies of Rice Art instead of 3. That's probably good enough, honestly. But actually, since we're running 3 copies of Theosis, we might as well keep every copy here for the time being, right? And then Makaba, and can fit one more. Diabellstar is a dark actually, and we don't need to shuffle back, so we'll take Invoke Liga as well. Just to be a really big asshole, you know? and then finish with Artemis. And this allows us to meet the summoning condition for Makaba with just normal summon Alistair, of course. So this deck is full of just essentially one card combos, but if we want to increase consistency to an extent, we might cut down on copies of like Theosis and cut down on copies of Rise Heart and throw in more copies of Planet Pathfinder or whatever. That would work alright. Now we have Magical Meltdown, Exterior Rise Heart, Original Sinful Spoils, and Snake Eye Ash. So with this hand, we can't access the catch stuff, but we can still do, for example, normal summon Snake Eye Ash. We can activate Original Sinful's Spoils Snake Eye. So honestly, I don't think there's any point in normal summoning Snake Eye Ash here. So this hand, we would probably just activate Meltdown, add Alistair, Alistair add Invocation, link out for Artemis, and then just make Invoked Makaba, add back Alistair to the hand, shuffling back Invocation, and then following this, we should activate Original Sinful Spoils Snake Eye to do the special summon, sending Snake Eye Ash to special summon Oak, Oak special summon Snake Eye Ash, and then Snake Eye Ash effect triggers to add Poplar, Poplar effect triggers, and then uh, that's full combo, right? And Lingribo still somehow made it through the extra deck. Whoops. So get rid of Lingribo and just throw in like Zeus or something. Seems good enough to me. And I guess we could technically change Shangri-Ira for something else as well, so Dark Armed, I guess, is okay. And we could even, since we don't have two copies of Shangri-Ira, Big Eye, makes sense. Makes sense, right? Okay. So now we have Fenrir. Easy special summon Fenrir, and then we just discard this for whatever. So there are things we can do with this. It's not super insane though. Well, alright. Fine hand. Magical Meltdown, Original Sinful Spoils, Seeker Sinful Spoils. So yeah, this hand is just combo with Alistair. This hand can draw a cash, but this is fine. Uh, Scarecrow cash, Sinful Spoils, Magical Fine Temple. Hand is fine. We drew Original Sinful Spoils. Any hand with Original Sinful Spoils is essentially combo as far as I am concerned, right? So, no real issue. This hand could be better, but you know, we drew enough of the good cards essentially. And then this hand is completely cracked. So, easy special summon Unicorn at birth, right? And then we can full combo this later, but we'll probably just leave a sheer Unicorn on the field chillin'. We'll just summon this, and then normal summon Alistair, Artemis, Makaba, whatever. Or we could actually leave this in the graveyard. Even, like, we could do that, and then just use one of our Diabellstars here to actually instead make Invoke Kaliga, which is super annoying. But I mean, it's two-sided, so we probably won't go for that. Smart play is to go for Makaba, obviously. And then Diabellstar, the Black Witch. We can easily Diabellstar full combo, right? Diabellstar, sending Diabellstar, or effective Diabellstar again, right? Or no, so Diabellstar send Diabellstar, or Original Sinful Spells, Original Sinful Spells sends Diabellstar. Or we could send Alistair, honestly, or whatever. Like, we could send Artemis, actually. That's actually the most effective usage we can get, so we get more link material that way. So yeah, we probably would do that. Then summon Makaba, and I don't know. Our zones are probably going to be okay, and we can full combo off of that, and we should end on like Makaba, Arise Heart, and then Snake Eyes and Board, which is pretty decent, all things considered, right? And we do the cash stuff last, so the macro doesn't matter anymore because the end board is established. Then we can easily flex into Apple and stuff, and Promethean Princess will just also be here, I guess, right? And yeah, that's the best hand the deck can produce, I guess. Here we didn't draw enough Snake Eyes, anything. We only got Oak, unlucky, and we drew too much of the Alistair stuff. So, can happen, you know? And then here, we at least opened these two together, which is still like all right. Then here we have Rates Off. So Rates Off, if we had more copies of Rates Off, it would be nice, but the general idea is we can actually just send Rates Off after we're done with it because we're probably going to grab Divine Temple of the Snake Eye later anyway, so we can send this so we keep more cards in hand overall. So that's pretty good in terms of like hand card advantage. Extra Sinful Spoils here won't really help us. So looks like we can grab whatever we want here. Let's see. Set one Sinful Spoil, spell trap directly from your deck. If we grant one copy of the trap, this is like the perfect time to search the trap, I guess, but no trap, so whatever, I guess. Seems fine. And of course, if we leave Diabellstar on the field, if we are able to do so, we can use it to make like a Rise Heart just straight up. So that's nice. And that helps us like get an extra guy on board, but we aren't running specifically Ogre. If we had Ogre, having Diabellstar actually helps a little bit more, makes a little bit more sense, but overall, still good, right? What are you supposed to do if you open Oak exactly? Normal summon Oak isn't that bad, I guess. So that's fine, I suppose. Wait, these guys can special summon from hand, right? Uh, huh. Yes. So you can just do that, I guess. Doesn't super matter. I guess there's probably lines you can do. As expected. So I guess to round this out, you could easily just go like uh Ogre Prep, but you don't really need the prep that badly. It's just a card that to discard honestly, because I don't see prep really being live. This is going to be here because you don't actually want to search Big Bang, because Big Bang in hand is much worse than Big Bang in deck or in graveyard, where we can actually banish it. So I mean, yeah. Deck functions because Diabellstar. We could do so many dumb decks that don't look that intelligent, but they work anyways. Simply because Diabellstar, haha, funny, one card combo that doesn't require any normal summoning and has less conditions than like the cash stuff. Like can't control a monster, or you cannot special summon them, etc., right? In fact, if you were to mix them with punk, I can only imagine the horrors you can actually do with this. This is a psychic, right? Hmm. That's lucky, I guess, because this is an Omni Negate you would have been able to maybe access. If there was a good Dark Dragon Synchro to go into, I guess. But I suppose there might not be punk, right? Or is there? I guess we can check. So what we want is level 8. Has to be a dragon. And it also has to be Dark, and it'll be a synchro. Boyload Savage? Oh. No, no, you can just, yeah, you can just make that. Okay. Infernity Doom Dragon. That's not really makeable. Blackwing Dragon. That's not the worst thing in the world actually, because you can technically also make the others, the like Boreas Storm, right? So maybe there's potential with that actually. Rage Scarlet Buster Dragon. Well, actually, I didn't know this, but Buster Dragon is actually completely generic. Hold up. And then it said Destruction Sword, monster from your graveyard. Can we get rid of these filters? Okay. Buster Whelp of the Destruction Sword. Ah, Dragon Buster Destruction Sword. Level 1 Dark Tuner. Hmm. Interesting. And soft once per turn, target a Buster Blader in your graveyard, special summon it. This is not a Buster Blader. Okay. Once per opponent's turn, quick effect, you can target one Buster Blader monster you control, equip it with one Destruction Sword monster from your graveyard. Special summoning monsters from the extra deck is prohibited. Hmm. And then this is super generic. It's just two monsters. If this card is linked on, you can send one Destruction Sword card from your deck to the graveyard. Then you can special summon one Buster Blader monster from your hand. Optional effect. Wait, what? At the end of your battle phase, if your opponents control no monsters from turn. Oh, if you mix Diabellstar with Punk, you can easily make this. Like, this is ridiculously easy to make. Why are these guys all generic? And if you just open this guy in your hand, you can just discard this with like Foxy Tune, and then you're just fine. Wow. But we're going to have to build this deck later. Yeah, just to see it, I guess. Seeing is believing. So, yeah, that's all I got for you guys today, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.